Hello, hello, hello. How you doing, Taurus? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. How you feeling? How you doing, everybody? I love you guys. I absolutely love you guys. Let me get straight to it. And I was shuffling your cards, Taurus. And the first thing, Spirit guys, let me scoot up. The first thing, Spirit guys, God, when I was shuffling your card, and I said, what is it that Taurus needs to know? What is it that Taurus needs to really, really know? And Spirit told me is that Taurus, you have so much coming towards your life. Okay. You have so much coming towards your life. Spirit has so many blessings coming towards you, Taurus. And it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Spirit is saying, I don't know who this gonna resonate with, but don't let nobody steal your joy. Don't let nobody steal your time, your joy. Don't let nobody waste your time. Okay? And I feel like in this energy right here, Taurus, whoever you are, good morning again, good afternoon, good evening, good night to all my new subscribers. Remember, everybody's on different timelines, okay? But I feel like lately here, okay, within the last maybe 10 years, 1 to 10 years, 10 months is very significant. 10 is very significant. You've been battling. You've been really, it's been a lot of drama in your life, a lot of drama going on, a lot of, this can be just a lot of conflict, a lot of drama, whether this is some of you in a relationship or this is family ship or this is job or whatever it is. It's been a lot of this. It's been a lot of drama. And I feel like you finally got the energy. You finally started realizing, and you start, because tens are very significant, okay? You finally release this energy, this burden. I feel like some of you could have been carrying a heavy burden within the last 5 years, a heavy burden on your heart, a heavy burden on your mind, and you've been still moving on and you've been still going on with your life, but you have been carrying a lot of heavy burdens on your life with some type of drama, some type of back and forth drama situation or something. Some of you, this can be a battle with someone, okay? Whether this is court, whether this is family, friends, a job, it can mean something different for everybody. And you've been carrying this for a while. You've been carrying this drama, dealing with this situation for some time now, for some of you. And I feel as though what Spirit Guides God is saying to me, and I feel like you have realized, Taurus, that the only way that my life can continue to flow in the direction that God would have it to flow, that me being on my path and going towards what I want in my life, my purpose in my life, is to realize that the power that we give people is the control of us. And I feel like you may have come to a conclusion within the last year, is what Spirit has given me, between the last 10 months to a year, that you finally released it. You finally let it go. You finally let the burden that has been weighing on your shoulder for so long, for so many years, about a situation. When you let that go, and it's like the old saying that everybody say, you let go and you let God, right? Well, you have been holding on to that, and that what you've been holding on to was stagnant energy that was really causing you to from keep moving forward. You were moving forward, but you wasn't in the pace that you should have been in. So I see by you finally releasing this heavy burden off of you, whatever this is, whether it's court that you're fighting or you're fighting against people, it's some drama that you're fighting against, or you're fighting with someone. I see the Ace of Pentacles for you, Taurus. Please, everybody, come in and take what resonate, leave the rest for someone else. Reverse the roles, how they fit in your life, okay? I see you winning, is what Spirit is saying. I see you winning. You also have the 9 of Wands here. Very guarded, but you're winning. See, no matter what comes against you, no matter who try to come against you, try to attack you, try to come against you, or whatever the problem, or whatever the drama that people has tried to cause in your life, no matter what it is, you're still winning. That's what Spirit is giving me in my spirit. And see, that's what make people mad, because you're still winning. You're still winning. And it's like, it's almost like the more that you're unbothered, the more people come towards you. And I feel like you've tried your best. And I feel like, you will react to the action, it's like, bring it on. At one point in time in your life, you were like, bring it on. You will fight back. You will give them a reaction, and they always remind you, I told you, you're the same person. I told you, because they was always looking for a reaction from you. So when they get the reaction, because this is what you used to do, you used to fight with them. You used to argue with them. You used to cuss them out. You used to do this. You used to do that. And that's what they always, I told y'all she ain't changed. I told y'all he ain't changed, because they was always looking for a reaction from you, which you always used to giving them that reaction. And they done it on purpose to know that, he ain't changed. She ain't changed. Look at here. And so they cause you to be in this energy and fighting with them and fussing with them and arguing with them and this and this and this and with them. Just so they can say, told you. Ain't nothing changed about him or her. They were doing this because they know that you would react. The old you would react to this mess. Because that's what it was. It was mess. It was messy. And you used to react to this before you really got deep into your healing and started healing and working on yourself and started taking one step at a time and started to work on yourself. But they always was bringing drama and problems, and hitting you left, right. And you would react because, you wasn't your healed self. You would knock somebody to freak out. You didn't care. You cuss somebody out like a trooper. With your mouth. Your mouth is powerful. And you used to didn't care. You really did. You didn't care. You fought back. You cussed them out. Now, it didn't matter. But they done that, Taurus. People, person, whoever done that because they wanted to prove to other people that you have not changed. They wanted to prove to other people, other family, other friends, or whatever. Told you he ain't changed or she ain't changed. They done it just to know that you ain't about that life. So I feel like one day you became unbothered. One day you laid all that burden down. One day you stop reacting to the action. One day you realize that I see what they're doing. They're feeding off of my energy. They are definitely wanting a reaction out of me. Now, does that make you weak? Because you don't choose to be in the drama. You don't choose to go back and forth. I ain't going to keep going back and forth with you because I know who I am. So does it mean at one point in time you didn't care about that? You was trying to prove to people, I am who I am. You will fight with people and you will try to prove yourself. And then as you start getting deeper in your spirituality, you realize that I ain't got to prove shit to nobody. I ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. But you didn't go, you didn't know that then because you was based off of your energy. You were, and you didn't think about it then because after all, you wasn't on your deep healing journey. Okay. I'm talking to a lot of y'all that's on your deep healing journey now, that you realize as you started getting a little more into your spirituality, that you started realizing that I have all my life tried to prove something to people that it really don't matter. Because no matter how much you try to convince somebody that you are not that person anymore, they're going to form their own decision. They're going to form their own thoughts of you. And so this was a very heavy burden on you, because for some of you, you just was trying to fight all your might to make people know that I'm changed. I'm all right. I'm not that person. You know, people gonna always remind you of your past. It doesn't matter how good you're doing in life. It don't matter. They gonna always take you back there. And so you realize that I am constantly giving these people my power. This person, this people, whoever, whatever. I'm constantly giving them my power. Because they're getting my reaction. Don't you know silence is the most power? Don't you know it's not that you're avoiding what's going on, it's just that it doesn't deserve your energy. And so you became unbothered. You became a new person. You stopped reacting to actions. And they just still trying to poke you like a bear. Poke here and there. Somebody in your energy is still trying to poke at you to get a reaction. And now that they can't get a reaction, now they got to come looking for you to see what's going on in your life. Is he still alive? Is she still alive? Because they're not responding to my mess or my shit. So now they come looking for you. They looking for you because they like, what's going on? Where they at? I ain't heard from they responding to my text messages. They ain't cussing me out. They ain't doing this, doing that, and then they come looking for you. Because you know why? You pulled your power back. You took and grabbed every ounce of your power and your strength, and you pulled it back into your soul. And you said, you are not going to steal my joy. Because I know what God has for me. I know my purpose in life. I know what it is that I want. Oh, don't cry. Somebody just cried. Spirit just showed me somebody just broke down just now and cried. It's all right. I see you. I see you. You said you're not going to keep stealing my joy, because I know who I am, because I am who I am that I am. I am he, I am her. And so you got the 9 of Wands here. Somebody's standing, posted, waiting for you to come back so they can look at that. Or this is you guarded. I also feel as though that with this 9 of Wands is that you have finally made so much progress in your life. You have built a lot of wands behind you. You have accomplished so much. You've been through the most adversity. You've always had to stand your ground and always had to defend yourself. You had to always protect you. And you have aligned yourself into your true self. And that is by putting everyone else in their place. But there's one person, it's one person that is sticking out in this picture. Even though it's a wand, but Spirit is showing me there's one person that keeps on poking you like a bear. One person that you always, it seemed like you got your guard up with that one person. See, everybody else, no problem with them no more. You have no problem. Your wand is standing, baby. You have no problem. But it's that one that keeps trying to aggravate your spirit. One. That you got to stay guarded and posted on. That you may have had to cuss out, or you may have just not given this person a reaction anymore. Somebody, one other that keeps trying to get a reaction out of you to say that you ain't changed none. You still the same person. It's always that one, ain't it? Memories, looking back on nostalgia memories. I feel like Spirit is saying, yeah, look at that one devil at the bottom of the deck, that one that you got to look out for, that you gain clarity, that's trying to always try to come against you. But look, you unbothered, your head is up, you gain clarity, you're not giving them the reaction that they want. You gain clarity, you're not giving them the reaction that they want. Okay? So you're not falling for it. I also feel like Spirit guides God to say, let it go. Let it go. You're holding some bitter, some resentment. You're really holding some bitter and some resentment. Let it go. Not for them. It's for you. It ain't for them. It's for you. So you can go towards your Ace of Pentacles. You got to let that go. You got to let that go. You got to transmute it. You got to unblock your heart from that. Love them from a distance. Love whoever this is from a distance or whatever, but just let it go. Get the resentment, the bitterness out of your heart. And we can easily say it. We can easily say, oh, I'm over it. I ain't studying it. But you really have to release it because there is a blockage there. And that blockage is stopping your blessings. Stopping you from getting to the Ace of Pentacles. You're going to get there. You're in your purpose. You're going to get there, but it is prolonged because of the blockage in your heart. The resentment is holding you back from going faster towards your purpose, your blessings, that right there. You got to walk through this gate right here to get there. You got to walk through here. You got to walk through here. You're holding on to this. You're really holding on to this energy of this person that is very devilish. Very devilish, very devilish. And like I said, with this devil card, that's clarifying the 9 of Wands. It's that one devilish ass person. That one devilish person. Some of you, this can be a twin. Some of you, this can be you mentally holding on to this. And you got to let it go. Let it go. Some of you have let it go. You got the Fool card here with your head up, your chin up, your chest out. You gain clarity. You moving on. You let it go. You're not giving them the reaction that they want. Yeah, you're not. You got the Chariot in the reverse clarifying the Five of Wands. Okay, you're not falling for that no more. You're not giving no reaction, and so they're coming looking for you and wanting to know what's going on. You're on your look. You are on your throne. You're on your throne. This could be an insecure, jealous person. This could be insecure. When I say jealous person, this can be a masculine in their feelings. This can be a feminine energy, masculine in their feminine, feelings. Yeah, this is an insecure person. Jealous could be jealous of you. Someone in your energy, Taurus, is jealous of you because of you know how to break through barriers. And they want to know why if this is a brother, sister, if this is a ex-lover, if this is family, they want to know how you do it. They want to know how you do it. So when you stop reacting, that's when you have people, because you go in silent and they looking for you. Ain't that strange? People do things to get a reaction out of you, and you stop reacting. You really stop reacting, and it showed up. You stop reacting. You left them out in the cold, and now you successful. You left them out in the cold. You don't react no more, and that's when you start to form your blessings. That's when things start. See, they in the background looking at you. Look at you now. They in the background looking at you becoming successful, because they always remind you that you ain't changed. You ain't done no changing. And so here you go on your high horse. Poon-a-doom, 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 poon-a-doom. Proving to them that I am that man. I am that woman. And they in the background looking at you now. And they like, what the hell going on here? Oh, you got visitors, Taurus. You got visitors. Look at your high priestess. You're very tapped in, very intuitive. They want to know what's going on with you. Look at you. They watching. You can be some type of mentor. You can be on social media, but they're watching you in the background. They've been watching you in the background. But the thing about it, let me tell you something, Taurus. The thing about it, they watching you in the background and trying to prove that you are not about that life. But the thing about it, you inspiring them at the same time. Ain't that funny? Ain't that strange? Ain't that strange? You inspiring this person, these people that once wanted to remind you of your past, that you ain't changed a damn thing. And then when in reality, you stop reacting to the BS. You stop reacting and giving them your energy, because that's what they was thriving off of your reactions. Checkmate. You learned. Now they watching you. Now they want to know what's going on, because you ain't reacting the same way you used to be. You ain't doing that reaction no more. You working hard. You building your pinnacles. You got your mind on your money and your money on your mind. That's what you working on. How do you do it is what Spirit keeps putting in my ear. It's in the energy. How do you do it? How did you do it? How did you come on? What are you doing? But you are actually inspiring this person. Wheel of Fortune. Good luck, good fortune, good things. You're on your destiny, on your path. You got blessings, all kind of things. See, you changed the direction from the liars, people that lied on you. You changed your whole demeanor, your whole thought of people lying, and people keep bringing up the past and lying on you about your past and this or that, da, da, da. And you finally change your mentality, because if you didn't change your mentality, the wheel of fortune would have been in the reverse, but it came out in the upright. So you change you change your thought pattern, your perspective, and you release the heavy burden that these lying people was causing you. Deception, like, I ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. I ain't got to prove nothing. Say what you want to say about me. I don't care. I know who I am. So these lying, deception, King of the Knight of Cups in the reverse, liars that you always was just, before you got deep in wearing, having to fight your way to prove that you ain't that person, You say, I don't give a damn what you think about me. I don't care what you think about me. I don't care what you say about me. I know what I am. You are the Queen of Wands or the King of Wands. You are of an alignment of your true self. You are, in fact, in your purpose. And as long as you know that you know, that's all that matters. It is. Let me get, where did my other card go? Let me get confirmation here. Yeah. So, don't let nobody steal your joy. And you realize that it does not matter what you think of me. It does not matter. What matters to me is that I stop letting you take my energy. And I stop reacting to your nonsense. And for some of you, you got to release this burden, this bitter that you have towards this person. For some of you, you already did. But in order for you to fully go into your Ace of Pentacles, you must stop harboring the resentment of what someone has constantly been trying to cause in your life. Confirmation, Spirit. Let's just try, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Something in my eye. Yeah, Spirit guys, give me confirmation for Taurus. Strength popped out. You never know just how strong you really are until being strong is the only choice. You had no choice but to be strong and fight through everything that you went through in life. Okay? Period. Thank you, Spirit. You took out the trash. Congratulations. You took out the trash. Yes, you look at the memories, but you took the trash out. You took all the trash out. The nonsense, the BS, the whatever, the drama, the everything, the coming against you. You took all that trash out. You stopped dealing with these people, this person, whoever. It's time to get rid of people and things that no longer serve you and hold you back from your true life purpose. Some of you, Spirit guys, God says it's time to take the trash out. For some of you, you say, Miss Paul's thoughts of energy, the trash is already gone. That matter of fact, the dump truck done picked it up. And it's out in the landfill somewhere. Okay. You had to take the trash out. It's time. Period. Memories are to be cherished, especially fond ones of friends and family. What is a good memory that will make you smile today? Just think about the good things. Don't let the bad infestate in your heart and your soul, okay? No mud, no locusts. Take a note from the no mud, no locusts. Take a note from the beautiful lotus. I'm sorry, I said locust. Lotus, which defies the mud and the milky water to rise to the water surface to show its beauty. Overcome adversity by blooming right where you are. Right where you are. A lot of you are right now, as you're watching me, you are blooming right where you are. Because right where you are, some of you, if not all of you, some of you are right in your purpose. And you're blooming and you're shining right where you at. And so Spirit Guides, God is giving me the message to tell to you. Don't let nobody steal your joy. Don't allow anyone to trigger you. And I know it can be challenging, but don't put no energy in it. And you have proven that you have stopped letting people. And just know that people will always try to remind you of who you used to be and try to bring you out of the new version of yourself so that they can tell people, I told you so. I told you. But you know what? They don't know. If you a spiritualist, I'll come out of this for a moment to kick your ass. And then I'll go right back in to my spirituality. See, they get it twisted. Yeah, because I'm human. We all human, right? And I step out of, hold up, Spirit, step out and I'll cuss you out. And then I come back and I say, okay, let me go ahead and let me sage myself. Okay. Period. Wisdom. You've gained so much wisdom, Taurus. So much wisdom. Life experiences bring about wisdom. How you decide to use it will lead to your success of detriment. You gain a lot of wisdom that every action don't need a reaction, and it doesn't matter what anybody say about me long as I know me. I don't care what nobody say. You can lie, you can say what you want to say. It don't matter what you say about me. Bottom of the deck, loss. Is there loss in your gain? The people that were in your life was bad energy. You see this glass shattered? They were the whole time was a broken glass, a shattered glass. They were bad energy from the get-go. It just took you time to realize that it was time to take the trash out and stop dealing with them. They were bad energy from the start. And it says sometimes we must lose things in people to appreciate them and their value. Them other times we must, it's my alarm going off. Then other times we must lose to gain. Thank you for showing me who you really are, Taurus says. Thank you for showing me who you really are. Thank you, because it was your gain. It says then other times we must lose to gain. You had to lose people to gain where you at. You had to take the trash out in order for you to get to your destiny, towards your purpose, towards your blessings. And that's letting it go and not harboring it and just be just let it be what it be. But what is really hurting them the most is because there is no response. And when there is no response, they don't know how you're moving. And when they don't know how you're moving, Taurus, guess what? They're going to come looking. Until next time.